Yo, what's up, guys? It is Dip,
And Tuck.
and you are on the second episode of PlanetFight Show. On this show, we talk about mixed martial arts, predominantly a lot of UFC news. We'll go into Bellator, One Championship. We even dip into a little boxing, bare knuckle, any combat fight sports news. We basically try to touch on it here. But like I said, we're predominantly UFC. And we're going to dive in right now. Our first topic we're going to talk about is UFC 247, which is happening tomorrow, which we're super geeked about.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching it. I don't know. We haven't decided where we're going yet.
Yeah.
Probably either B-dubs, so I could call in the refs and let them know to take Johnny out. Or we'll just hang out here, order some food. But either way, I'm excited, and let's dive into the card. Right on the main card. So on the main card, we have for the first fight is Derek Lewis and Ilir Latifi.
Yeah.
Coming up from light heavyweight. So the beast Derek Lewis. What do you think, man?
I mean, I really like this fight for Derek. I don't understand.
I do, man.
I don't understand Ilir's what he's looking for here. Because
moving up to heavyweight.
Yeah, moving up to heavyweight, and also specifically having Derek for this fight. Because Ilir's he's a come forward, get in your face, and wing shots over the top kind of fighter, and has pretty good wrestling.
Right.
He can grapple his ass off, but Derek is so much bigger than him and has pretty good takedown defense. Except his last fight, he kind of fell prey to a lot of judo, but Ilir doesn't throw that. He doesn't. He shoots on legs and stays underneath, which I think is going to be bad because Derek cuts weight to make 260.
Right. Plus it's the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
That's what he likes. We'll see though, because what if he comes in stronger? Yeah. I don't know.
Comes in bulky as
but,
shit.
Who did he just fight? Ilir. He just beat someone. Correct?
Yeah. I don't think it was a ranked guy. I'm not going to remember. Let's just click on him.
Remember
KO'd him.
Yeah. Remember that? I remember we watched that.
Yeah.
Ozdemir,
yeah,
dude, yep.
And I mean, I think Ozdemir should be fighting for the belt tonight because I think he beat Reyes when they fought. It was a close ass decision.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that. You just got knocked out in your last fight, so your logical path forward is you want to move up to heavyweight,
right,
and fight one of the biggest punchers at heavyweight. I would safely say the second hardest puncher at heavyweight right now.
Right.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't get what he's trying to do here.
Who's first? Francis.
Yeah, by far.
Dude, did you see Joe Rogan kick harder than Francis on that thing?
And then Francis is trying to go there to kick it too. And you're like, well, yeah, if you kick it, it's going to be fucking
Hey,
huge.
Joe Rogan got a cannon on his leg.
It's because he's on all the fucking TRT.
All right. So you think Derek Lewis? So your prediction is Derek Lewis
first round
knockout.
Round knockout. I don't think Ilir can stay with him for long.
Listen, do you know what I think?
What?
I'm going. Is it a 3-round fight?
Yeah, it's a 3-round.
I'm going with Derek Lewis is going to do his old famous rope-a-dope, where he just gets beat up for 3 rounds, just takes it. Just comes in all slow. 4th, 5th round. You're looking at a 4th, 5th round knockout. You know what I mean? Derek's taking him out. It's going to be one of them big goop, and it's over. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm picking Derek also, but I'm saying 4th, 5th. You're saying first.
Yeah, I'm saying first.
Right.
It's such a huge reach advantage for him, and he doesn't have that a lot.
Full disclosure. These next two fellas,
you don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are, Bob, so you're going to have to fill me in.
Okay. So Mirsad Bektik is an animal, and Dan Ige is also really good. Mirsad can wrestle really well. Dan throws
Where
power.
are they from?
I'm not sure. I think
they're not from Dagestan, are they?
None of them are.
Because them dudes don't play around.
I like Dan Ige for this.
You kind of look like one of them fellas.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Of course I fucking look
All right.
I like Ige. I like Ige though. I think he turns his power shots into grappling really well. I think he's going to win a 3-round decision because Bektik is tough as shit. I don't think he's going to get a finish.
All right. Well, so Bektik is 13-2.
Yeah.
And Dan, how do you say his name? Dan Ige is 12-2. So I don't know any of these fools. Hey, did you see Conor McGregor when they asked him about the college national championship
Yeah,
football.
and he was
they're like, he's like, I don't know any of these.
Yeah.
He's like, fair play to both of them.
Like,
That's how I feel right
which
now.
Tiger do you think's going to win? The purple and gold or the other one? He's like, good luck to both teams.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Good luck to both of them. Good luck to Bektik. You guys both have good records.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just look at their headshots and go by that. Dude, Bektik looks like a killer, so I'm going with Bektik for the W. All right.
Okay, so you'll actually know who Juan
I know
Juan
both
Adams
of these
is.
dudes because Tafa beat Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah. And Juan Adams lost to Greg Hardy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Both big hitters,
Yeah.
both sluggers. I'm going with Tafa because I like the way he performed against Tai Tuivasa because I enjoyed the way Ty's career played out, and that was disheartening for me.
Yeah, I know. Ty's
So,
one of my favorites.
hey, that Tafa dude, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Tafa? Tafa has my respect.
Yeah, I think Tafa's going to take it too. Juan's a big power wrestler, but I didn't like...
Second round knockout also. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, you're fine.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give him a third round knockout here. I think he can hold his power off. Juan's going to try to wrestle and just get tired. He showed up to the
He's
weigh-ins.
too big to be wrestling.
Dude, he's a gut on him. He showed up to the weigh-ins in fucking gray sweatpants with a tucked-in white shirt. His gut was spilling over the top.
Hey, but you know who my boy is?
Who?
Roy Nelson.
Yeah.
And he got a gut.
Yeah.
So,
Different kind of gut, though, I feel like.
dude, Roy Nelson's solid. Hey, how many people, speaking of Roy Nelson, how many people do you think, what percentage of the human population could eat a right overhand from Roy Nelson?
It's like 2%, dude. And like half of them are Russian. It's just how it is. Like, you gotta have a steel fucking skull for
Maybe
that.
maybe some Asian monks. Maybe some Asian monks.
And one.
But that right
from
overhand.
Detroit.
Hey, who'd he hit with that right overhand?
So many dudes.
No, I mean that. Did he fight Dan Henderson?
No, he didn't.
Not Dan Henderson. He was a tall, lanky fella. Tan. Looks like Dan Henderson, kinda. He put him to sleep.
He slept Ben. He has slept so many
He goes,
dudes with that right hand. Brendan Schaub. He slept Brendan Schaub with it.
I know he did. Shout out Brendan Schaub. Shout out Brendan Schaub. That's my boy. All right, back to it. Oh, you said third round?
Yeah, I said third round.
I said
knockout.
second round.
Yeah.
Knockout for Tafa. We
Yeah.
both said Tafa. So, there's that.
Yeah.
All right. Valentina Shevchenko and Kaylin
Chikugian.
Chikugian. I told you before we started this, I don't know who Kaylin Chikugian is that well. I saw her name definitely,
Yeah.
but I never really tuned in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't.
She throw the hands?
Kinda. She doesn't hit super hard. I don't
Is she
think.
a wrestler?
No, not at all. She's very stand on the outside, loopy, like Dominic Cruz-esque, I would say.
Gotcha.
Comes in, throws loopy shots, sticks and moves. I think Valentina's just gonna counter her on the way in. I'm gonna say third round knockout there too. I don't see like Valentina's eating shots from Amanda Nunes. You're not getting her out
Right.
of there, and I don't see a way technically that Chikugian can overcome Valentina's absurd speed and
Dude.
her just knowledge of counters. Like
Dude,
she's absurd at it.
quick. She reminds me almost like Connor.
Yeah.
Like how quick her counters are and things.
Yeah,
like
well, when you can counter a girl with a spinning back kick,
hmm
there's not a lot of competing with that.
What did who did she just fight?
She just
Like
beat
recently? 'Cause I
the
think we watched
Gorilla. What's her name? I remember her nickname. She fought Ronda Rousey, and she almost had Ronda in a choke. Liz Carmouche. She beat Liz Carmouche in a 5-round decision. And before that, she put Jessica Eye to sleep with that head kick.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I love Jessica Eye.
All right, so I'm taking Valentina second round knockout.
Yeah,
What do you take?
Valentina third. I think head kick knockout.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. The big whammy. First of all, is John Jones the GOAT?
John Jones is the GOAT by far.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of like the comparisons. The only person I think it's close could be GSP, but I don't think GSP is.
Connor's the GOAT. No, I'm joking. I love John Jones. I do think John Jones is the GOAT. Pound for pound.
Pound for pound.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Dominic Reyes is a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I the two things I don't like about his wins are a lot of his knockouts are him moving backwards and countering over offensive fighters. Like Chris Weidman desperately pushing for a clinch.
Right.
Oven St. Preux pushing really hard and getting cut off from the fence. Like I don't see John putting himself in those situations. I see John stepping in, and when Dominic cuts those angles, throwing kicks because he has such distance.
He has good leg kicks though.
Yeah,
Reyes.
he does.
I'll give him.
He's long. That's like this.
So what do you think I'm going to say about this fight?
I think you're going to say Reyes is going to beat John because you're inherently against John Jones.
Well, let me tell you something. John Jones will be knocked out tomorrow. He will be knocked out, and it will happen in the second or third round. Like you said, Dom got them nice, like I say, dare I say it, like McGregor. So, peep this. John Jones rushing in.
Yeah.
He hits him with something because we know John Jones is a legend. He'll hit you with anything from anywhere. Cracks him, but he smells blood. So he comes rushing in.
Yeah.
He's just gonna get dropped and everyone's gonna be in shock. Everyone's gonna be. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look over at you, and I'm gonna say, "I told you." No, but for real, dude. I love John Jones. This dude is the truth. I've been telling you. I've been watching his highlights. Them counters are no joke. But John Jones needs to take him down. Keys to success for John Jones. Take him down and grind and pound. What do you think?
I was watching the countdown for this, and I like that Reyes is training stuff specifically to counter John Jones' techniques.
Right.
Like if you watched Izzy versus Bobby Knuckles, Robert.
Bobby Wetterjohn.
Yeah. Because Robert loves throwing that oblique kick that John throws.
Yeah.
Off of the oblique kick, Izzy did a switch stance head kick to dodge it.
Right.
And I saw Dominic training that with a coach. So like the coach mimics an oblique kick and he switches stance and throws a head kick. I think that's great. If Dominic is like carefully developing a game plan to deal with John Jones' offense and like the diversity of it and coming with his own weird, unexpected stuff, that's good. So at least we're going to see something that looks like this like high-level technical fight.
Right.
What I don't like is I rewatched Dominic Reyes versus...
You think he's going to take him out.
Yeah,
I know it.
I rewatched Dominic Reyes versus Ozdemir, and I didn't like the way Dominic dealt with... I don't like what he did in that fight because it seemed like he hit a wall where he wasn't sure what to do, and he didn't have like a game plan moving forwards. So as long as he comes in with a game plan, I think he definitely has a chance. And like a set idea on
Undefeated.
what to do. But I think John is going to take him down, press him against the fence, beat him up until he gives him his neck, and then he's just going to choke him.
All right, so
classic John Jones guillotine.
All right, so I like Tucker did with Cowboy. I'm talking with my heart. I hope Reyes knocks him out. I will put my official guess down on the record that Reyes will knock him out in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think will really happen, if we'll take my heart out of it, I think John Jones is going to sub him in the second.
I'll take John Jones by sub in the third. I'll even say it's a Kimura.
All right.
I think he's going to.
I don't even know what to say it's going to be, but I just know John Jones always disappoints me by winning. So,
God damn it.
Oh, come on, man. When he head kicked DC, he became my arch nemesis. And then he popped. Enough. You're a cheater. Simple as that.
It's fucking, what is that? What are they calling that stuff? It's all from the dick pills, you know? Mm-hmm. It's just, he's cutting weight, it's coming out of his fat cells.
Yeah, same with TJ Dillashaw.
That's different. You can only inject that shit.
So we're wrapping up UFC 247. We're super excited for tomorrow. Let us know what you think in our comments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then what we really wanted to do next was give a preview for the big fights coming up next month and how excited we are for them. Because, I mean, there's a fight card for the next 5
weeks straight.
And there's boxing and MMA on the same night. It's going to be pretty fucking great.
Dude, and we're going to touch up on Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see Mikey Garcia back in the ring.
Yeah.
Now we're going to dive into UFC 248 preview. And that is... When is that? Saturday, March 7th. And we are Like, dude, I love watching this kid. Izzy Adesanya fights Yoel Romero, but Izzy's like the talk of the sport right now. He's like the dude. He almost reminds me of how much buzz McGregor had.
I think so too.
Like coming up, like he's come up so fast. But we're gonna start on that card from the bottom and work our way up to Izzy and Yoel. So let's.
Yeah, for
and
the
you
first
have-
one,
yeah.
it's Weili Zhang and Joanna. And I
Dude,
don't
she's
know.
a killer. Zhang,
I like her a lot.
dude, she
I'm gonna forget her name completely right now.
no who beat my home
Rose?
Rose Thug
Yeah.
Rose.
Who did Rose lose it to? 'Cause
That's
who
what
she
I
beat.
mean.
Yeah,
That's who I'm talking about.
I can picture her in my brain too. It's not Claudia Gadeja. It's gonna drive me insane. But I like the way Weili stays super calm in the pocket. If she can close distance on
Right.
Joanna, she can light her up. Also, I think her ground game's fucking solid. She just isn't the best wrestler. So, man, if I'm gonna take anything, I think Weili's gonna push her up against the cage, maybe get a trip and choke Joanna. I don't see her standing on the outside. I think she just has to make it kind of nasty, but she's really good at making it nasty.
Right, dude. Her hands are vicious.
Very.
I think she's gonna win first round.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna storm her, put the pressure on her, take her out.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And that's the co-main.
Yeah.
So
Main event, Izzy versus Yoel.
Izzy,
Yeah. I think you and I both think Izzy's gonna win this.
dude. But
Yoel's a
the
man's a tank.
Hey, no one in the world, like I think Joe Rogan said this. No one in the world wants to be in an octagon with Yoel Romero.
Not one person.
Like Izzy's doing it for his. Like I'm not saying Izzy thinks he's gonna lose or like he has any doubt.
Yeah.
But deep down, like if he could fight anyone, he's only doing his fight for his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to fight Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Just look at him.
And I'm of the opinion, I thought he beat Paulo Costa. I
do
he did
too.
enough. Yeah.
I do too.
So I get that. I rewatched that fight. I still kind of think it. But it was so close it could go either way. I saw them giving it to Paulo.
What's wrong with Paulo Costa?
His bicep tore, which is a bad one to recover from.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
can't
couple of
you
months.
can't fight with a torn bicep.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think Izzy is going to sit on the outside, and when Yoel blitzes, he's just going to counter well. It's not like...
I agree. Just like you did with Bobby Knuckles.
Yeah.
Man.
It's
Oh, that's
gonna be
disrespectful. They were trying to put Bobby Knuckles on the card with Izzy.
mean. Yeah.
Come on, man.
But shout out to fucking Bobby Knuckles for dropping out to donate bone marrow
Dude,
to his sick daughter.
I do.
Like an absolute legend.
Legend, savage, much respect.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I think Izzy works Yoel's body. I think he's just going to body kick him a whole bunch. And once Yoel starts dropping his hands to deal with the body kicks, I think he's going to go up top with a question mark kick and put him to sleep.
Put him to sleep, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be late though. Is it a 5-round fight?
It is a 5-round deal.
It's for the belt, right? Like
Yeah.
if Yoel wins,
He gets a belt. Which,
dude.
Yoel
Fourth
got
round.
fucked. Because,
I'm saying 4th round.
yeah, 4th round KO.
For Izzy.
Yeah, I'll
Head
take
kick.
second. I
Head
think
kick.
it's second. Yoel should have been a champion, but when he fought Luke Rockhold, the commission didn't let him continue to cut weight. They
Right.
made him stop. He could have made that weight, I think. So he could have had a championship belt, like an interim.
Right.
But it is what it is, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Injuries and all that nonsense happen with everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say for Izzy? What round?
Second round KO.
Second round KO.
Yeah, I just think-
head kick.
Yeah, head kick.
All right.
Question mark. I'll even say question mark.
Ooh.
Yes.
We're on to it.
Jessica Andrade. That's who it was. That's who beat
Okay.
Rose. Oh, yeah, they're doing a rematch.
Yes.
There we go.
Moving on.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the rematch, Jessica Andrade versus Rose. The first fight, Jessica Andrade picked her up and slammed her so hard she put her unconscious.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't...
And Rose is my girl, so
Yeah.
I was hurt.
Jessica just got KO'd by...
Wait, what UFC is this?
240...
249.
Yeah, 249.
UFC 249.
April 18th.
Khabib, Tony, main event.
Yeah.
Uriah Hall, my boy?
And Ronaldo Souza. Jacare. That's a great fight. I think Jacare is just going to submit him, though. I
Dude.
don't see why he wouldn't.
Right. And then Jessica Andrade and Thug Rose.
Yeah. I'm going to... So my dude to watch for this...
Jeremy Stevens.
Oh, Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Tatar is going to be a barn burner. But I'm huge on Cyril Gane. He's from France, and he's an absolute monster.
6-0.
Yeah, I think he's going to be big in the heavyweight division. He has like a heel hook finish. He has a few knockouts. Yeah, he's a really great fighter. I think he's going to be big.
Jessica Andrade and Thug Rose.
Yeah, I'll take Jessica by 3rd round TKO. I think she's just going to ground and pound her, beat her up.
Gotcha. I'm taking Thug Rose. 2nd round knockout. TKO. Or no, I'll go TKO. Like she's going to get her on the ground, pound her out.
Yeah.
I just love Thug Rose. I'm picking with my heart. Can't say anything else about it.
Yeah.
What about you? Why do you think she's going to lose?
Because we saw it once before, and she really got manhandled. Like she got picked up and tossed around.
She was going through mental problems.
Okay. When aren't you? You're preparing to fight another person in a cage. Like it's not.
All right.
Co-main
Remember
Uriah
my
Hall?
boy Uriah Hall. Listen, when someone, I actually just did this the other day, and I told you this.
Yeah.
When someone asks me, goes, hey Dip, I'm like, what's up? They're like, I know you like UFC. What's the craziest knockout you've ever seen? I pull up Uriah Hall, Ultimate Fighter. Was that the last? Like, wasn't it the last fight, or was that like one of the beginning?
It was one of the beginning ones. I think.
Dude, he kicked this dude in the face. Dude is shaking on the ground. One of the dude, it's scary, but it's definitely like.
It's a brutal one.
It's not.
I still think he's gonna lose to Ronaldo Souza because Jacare is fucking mean as shit.
Yeah.
The man's too good on
dude,
the ground for
jiu-jitsu
division. Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu. He's a beast.
Yeah. If Uriah can keep it on the feet, he can.
Dude, he's shifty.
He can probably
he picks his shots.
Yeah, he'll do well, but I think Ronaldo's gonna press him up against the fence, get a takedown, and just arm triangle him. If Uriah can keep it standing, his kicks will give Ronaldo problems because Ronaldo's he's not rangy with his striking. He's
right
in the pocket, throw big shots, but he should just go for takedowns.
And then work his ground game.
Yeah.
But Uriah's not saying he's like the best on the
ground.
ground.
He's not
but
a scrub.
He can do work on the ground. But I definitely like his chances standing.
Yeah, you're looking at one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners to ever live, you know? Ever. In sport jiu-jitsu and MMA.
Yeah, anything. He's a beast. They always, even when he fights, like I said, I don't know the most about like jiu-jitsu history and stuff, but even when he fights, the commentators are always like mention his
some crazy shit about Jacare. He got his arm broken in a gold medal match against Hadra Gracie, and he took his broken arm, tucked it into his belt, and finished the match and won.
Damn.
He's an animal. Like he's a step above a lot of folks.
So, Khabib and Tony.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's such a hard one to pick, and because they're legitimately the two best lightweights of all time. Like you can't. There's not an argument for a lot of other people.
Right.
It's really crazy.
Dude, I think Tony's gonna win by TKO in the 3rd round.
Yeah. I'm going to take Tony by Darce.
Woo! He said the Darce!
Yeah.
He said the Darce!
I think he can give Khabib problems into takedowns. When Khabib fought Dustin, you saw he's violent with his takedowns.
Right.
It's not like a DC super duper technical takedown. He's really manhandling.
Yeah.
And I think Tony's not going to fight it too much. I think he has an opportunity to get on his neck if he can. And his arms are so long, and his darts are so nasty.
I forget who was talking about Tony. They were saying like his hands, his fingers, like when you shake his hands.
Thompson.
Josh Thompson. He said when you shake his hands, they wrap the whole way around your hand, and like his arms are so long, and it just like.
That's why.
And he's strong.
That's why his darce is so good too, because usually when you have on gloves, it's hard to set that choke up. Because you can't really cup with your hands anymore. It's hard.
Right.
Because his hands are so big, he can like catch it on his fingers and still have it.
Just crank that.
Man's an animal, and I think he's just gonna light Khabib up from the bottom. I think
he stands better than Khabib.
Yeah, by far.
Like I think he'll when they're standing, he's gonna outpoint him standing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he throws better kicks, better jabs. Everything in his arsenal standing up is better than Khabib's, I think, standing up.
The only thing that gives me pause is if Khabib can get him down and pass his guard early every round, then I don't see Tony getting back up.
Yeah.
Because you saw him like Kevin Lee, once he gets past his guard, it's hard, especially because you're dealing with grown ass men who hold other grown ass men down.
Right.
So once you're past that guard, it gets screwy. As long as Khabib can get that done early, I think he can win.
That wraps up UFC 249. We're excited for that one. Moving on. So that's like our wrap up, our preview of the main event. So we're going to go into one fight night and then into some boxing.
Yeah.
So this is UFC Fight Night 168, and the main event is
Paul Felder, Dan Hooker. And everyone's talking about Tony Khabib. Everybody's talking about all these other big name matchups. Fucking Conor McGregor. Fuck off. This is the fight to watch because these dudes are going to trade shots and they're going to sit in the pocket. Arguably the two most exciting fighters at lightweight.
Will there be blood?
There's going to be blood. Paul Felder bleeds every fight. The man's an animal. Like he took 20-something body kicks from Barboza and came forward. He broke a rib, it punctured his lung, and he finished the fight and won. The man's an animal. Like
He's
it's
a beast.
not.
He is a beast.
Yeah, one of my favorite.
17-4.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Dan Hooker?
Dan Hooker's nasty. His ground game's absurd,
Savage.
and he stands behind his jab really well. He doesn't get caught up in the moment of like, I popped you with a jab, everything's going crazy now. He doesn't close that distance and give you the opportunity.
Right.
He really sits behind his punches well. I think if he can, especially if you watch his fight with Al Iaquinta where he started slamming in those low calf kicks, Felder kind of gives you the opportunity to kick his legs. He wants to counter you with shots. So if Dan can like sit behind his jab, hit good hard leg kicks, and then come in and hit him with his elbows are mean as fuck, and hit him with like the big shots when he makes Felder come to him, I think he can win. But I see Felder just getting on the inside and working him with body shots and coming over the top with big right hooks and winning that fight. I think Felder takes it.
I think Felder's going to win too. I'm saying second round TKO.
I'm gonna take
I'd take a lot of TKOs, Tucker.
Yeah.
I like the TKOs. They happen a lot.
They do.
They
I'm
do.
gonna take Felder 5-round decision. I think he
Ooh,
outpoints him.
5-round decision.
Both of these dudes are so tough. I don't see either of them getting finished. I think
Right.
they're just gonna wail on each other for 5 rounds.
Okay, so that one's February 22nd at 7 p.m. Is it free for ESPN Plus?
Yep, free for
So
ESPN
if
Plus.
you have ESPN Plus, tune into that. To wrap up the episode, we are going to talk about my man and your guy.
Yeah.
We're talking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder too. That is coming up on February 22nd. And that one is at the MGM Grand in Vegas. We all know what a clash that first one was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, that was probably my favorite boxing match to ever watch.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like the way that he knocked him down at the end and he got back up, and you know, it was just nuts. Like, I don't think we've ever seen it. It was like a movie.
Yeah.
Like how it panned out, and I just hope this one lives up to what. Like, I hope like he doesn't get like knocked out in the second round.
Yeah.
You know, like I would love for it to go to the late rounds. You know, them trading shots. But I do foresee. I'm the biggest Tyson Fury fan, and I'm gonna pick Tyson Fury in my pick because again, we pick with our hearts.
Yeah.
But I could see Deontay Wilder just like catching him early.
Yeah.
Because Deontay does have a habit. I mean, look what he did to Ortiz. He has a great habit of like him and his. It's not just him. It's him and his team do a great job of watching film, see what they did like differently, or see what they did that they could do differently to time their guys. And it always seems like Deontay knows his opponent better the second time.
Yeah.
And like he says, it only takes one. And we all know that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, but go ahead.
I think people don't give Wilder enough credit for being technical.
Right.
Because
right.
he doesn't.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah. he doesn't. He isn't technical in the classical sense of boxing like Tyson Fury is, but I think the ability to break guard and to be precise with
It's more
his shots.
strategy.
Yeah, like he does a very good job of controlling hands and pulling hands with his shots to throw his
Right.
other ones in. Like he sets things up well. He's very good with throwing his jab and pulling that down to sink the right hand, and he's technical where he needs to be because he has so much power. Whereas Tyson Fury is just a fundamentally sound boxer. So I think Wilder can get it done again just because...
Again?
I'm sorry. I think Wilder can get it done.
Watch your mouth on my podcast.
I Wilder gets it done just because he's going to come in with a better game plan. I mean, you have
agree.
to.
Yeah.
You have to.
All right, so what's your pick?
I'm going to do Wilder 6-round KO.
All right, I'm picking decision, Tyson Fury. Let's go, Tyson. The bronze bomb is going down.
Yeah.
You big dosser.
It's going to be... Look, this is all good and well, but when Wilder sleeps him, I'm going to talk so much shit. So much shit.
Hey, shout out B-Mac. Hey.
All right, you want to go on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next big fight is
Mikey Garcia.
And Jesse Vargas.
Jesse Vargas.
Yeah.
I'm taking Mikey.
Me too.
6-round knockout. What about you?
I'm gonna take Mikey on a 12-round decision. I don't think Vargas doesn't have the technical skill to deal with Mikey Garcia.
I agree. Dude, Mikey Garcia is a dog. People don't, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people don't give him credit. People don't give him enough credit. He's a dog in there, and he's taking him out. I think so.
Yeah. Garcia, you see it. Everything he throws is so mechanical and precise. He's technically an incredibly gifted fighter. I think only beat by Lomachenko. And Lomachenko is technical in his footwork and his movement. Garcia is technical in his counter ability, his defending, blocking, and his... Like, if you watch his hooks, they're picture-perfect things. Like, he doesn't extend. They're in tight. It's perfection. And I just don't think Vargas, with more of a aggressive, push-forward Mexican style of boxing, can get it done against him.
Right. Well, I look forward to that one.
Yeah,
All right. So... Just going off rip. Here's our UFC predictions for tomorrow. And then I'll cut that shit.
Yeah.
And then let's do it.
If you're into sport jiu-jitsu, Rafael Lovato Jr. and Cyborg have a match, I think, on the 17th. So get down for that. It's going to be amazing.
Sport jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Planet Fight Show. Please follow us on all social medias and tune in.
Yeah. See you guys.